This is 5 times YouTubers almost died. Let's start with IShowSpeed when his fans tried to kill him. At the time, Speed was in Norway during his world tour when he tried to hype up his fans.
I got a plan. I know what worked. Y'all ready for this? Oh, that was so fire! Oh, fuck. Shit. I think I just broke my ankle.
And even when breaking an ankle was already bad, things got worse really fast.
Give me back! 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 Hold on. Stop! Come on, stop! Ow! Get my hair! Ow!
With all that chaos, it was hard to see what was even happening. Fans thought that Speed was alright until he made an update.
Anyways, y'all, I don't think I'll ever come here again, bro. I'm not even trolling. It's like I didn't have no sense of like fucking safety, risk, respect, bro. That's it, bro. They pulled my, bro, I literally pulled my hair. I don't even, like, bro, some random dude did a fucking WWE move and jumped on me.
I don't know, man. These Norway fans did too much. What happened to the next YouTuber is even crazier. Vickstar tried a trick he had never done before.
Come up with 100. Yeah, 50 quid if you land a 360. Doing it with the backpack. This is the dumbest fuck idea. Let's go. Oh. Ow. My shoulder's really fucking hurting after that one.
Everyone around him thought that he is okay, but he was in so much pain that he eventually went to the hospital where he realized he broke his collarbone.
Okay, so chilling at my hospital bed for the night with Lachlan and Elliot and Billy. So yeah, I've got to spend the night here. Then probably like an hour of surgery tomorrow. They're gonna put the 2 ends of bone back together, wrap some metal around it.
And then you're back with the boys.
And then yeah, back to the boys. I don't know what to expect afterwards. I just hope it's not awful.
Next up is Neon. His near-death experience happened while being a passenger with one of the most dangerous street racers on the planet.
Oh my god, he crashed!
Squeeze Benz is a YouTuber who is famous with cutting in traffic and his reckless driving.
Yo, Neon, what I can promise you, bro, and I'm being straight up with you, is that if you feel uncomfortable, I will grab this kid and I'll tell him to stop the car, and I'm not.
Let me out! Oh my god, this Squeeze, motherfucker!
Be like, I'm not gonna be crazy with you. It's more just.
You can literally drive me to my death, bro. Like.
No, not in a car like this, bro. First of all, it's a 2023 Lambo, bro. This shit is safe as fuck. And 2, he's not gonna wild out.
Dude! Squeeze! We're going 130! Stop! Stop! Oh my god! Oh!
I don't know why Neon thought that stream idea was a good shout. Then it's Logan Paul, who was 10,000 feet in the air when something crazy happened.
So this was the first time that she just let me go by myself.
Because you literally look like you flipped.
Let me explain. Your main parachute takes 3 to 6 seconds to open. I go to pull the ripcord. Pretty much right as I pull it, it gets stuck in this like little square shape. So I'm like, okay,
because you're still going up.
Right, so I'm like, I'm gonna give this a second. Like it could still open up. It's happened before where it takes like a second longer to open up. But I'm also spinning. Right? The cord is wrapping around. I'm getting a line twist, they call it. And about 4 seconds in, I realize the parachute is still not fucking opening. So I start tugging on it. I'm like, oh shit. So eventually I'm like, I am gonna die. I'm gonna die. First off, I can't believe this is happening because I talked about it this morning. Literally, I had this conversation this morning. Verbatim, the only thing I said was, oh shit. I look red, I grab red, I peel, pull, just like they taught us, and my main parachute detaches, and I'm like, oh, well, I hope my reserve works, literally. Crossing my fingers that my reserve parachute works.
Peel pull is like you are in your mind next to death.
Next to death.
You're fully prepared.
You're walking the line, dog.
You're fully prepared that this pull is gonna change your life one way or the other.
Yeah. Yo, reserve comes out, and I'm twisted. One time around, I'm like, so literally, I'm in my head, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this shit right now. I'm living. So I grab my my risers, I pull them apart, I spin around, everything's safe, and I'm like, oh, I'm still alive. Yeah, this is good. This is a good thing.
This was crazy, but Fanum near-death experience is even crazier because he almost died eating food.
So I ordered calamari with some lamb chops, you know what I'm saying, garlic, mashed potatoes, going crazy, you know what I'm saying, Fanum do what Fanum do. I bust that down, I went upstairs to my room, and I took a shower. And I was done for the night. I sat down thinking like I wasn't gonna do much for the night. The homies was like, yo, bro, we out playing ball. So I'm like, I bet, we out playing ball. Playing ball, doing what I do, air balls and shit, but I'm playing ball. I'm trying to be better, right? Trying to be better than yesterday. So I'm playing basketball, I'm moving around, I'm getting my steps in, boom. And my fingers start feeling like they wanted to explode. Just think about that for a second. That's how it felt. You know when you play basketball, when you dribble, like you feel the ball touching your hand. And then you bring it to this hand and you feel the ball touching this hand. My hands went numb. I started feeling my nose get like really hard. So I'm like, yo, my nose is mad hard, bro. I'm like, yo, something is wrong. I feel really hot. I grab my phone. Everybody's looking at me a little funny. So I open the camera settings. I hit camera and I look at my face and this is what I fucking see. You know what I'm saying? This is what I see. So now I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So I run to the water fountain, right? Boom. Throwing water in my face. And now it start burning. So now I'm like this. I hope this is burning, and this is burning. We get to the fucking car, straight to the hospital. We get to the hospital, right? Boom, I sit down. The doctor finally come get me after like an hour and a half. We gonna skip this part, boom, I go inside. When I go inside, they give me the steroids. That's what they called it. That's what they called it. Steroids, Benadryl, some shit. And they calming it down. You know what I'm saying? They try to calm it down.
Fanum was lucky enough to recover from his allergic reaction, even though someone else right by him passed away.
Why the fuck the person that was next to me in the hospital, like, passed away? That shit had me panicking. Like, I was panicking. I was sitting down with the IV, because they put an IV on me. But there was somebody right next to me. Like, in the next, you know what I'm saying? That they was running in there. Because I was supposed to be out the hospital in like an hour and a half, pretty much. But it took like 3-4 hours because they was trying to survive somebody. RIP, I don't even know who dude was. They told me he was like 30. Yeah? I was like, what the fuck? Like, bro, people come and go, bro. So